Well, good evening. We're going to go ahead and call to order this meeting of the Anderson Township Zoning Commission. It's Monday, March 23rd. First item on the agenda is approval of the agenda. Take a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. Second?
I second.
Ms. Cook, thank you. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Second item is approval of minutes from December and February, and looks like we have a quorum in attendance tonight, so we'll do December 1st. Ms. McBride, Mr. Gothard, Ms. Cook were here, so I'll take a motion to approve those minutes as prepared.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Ms. McBride. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Gothard. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? And now the February meeting minutes. I, Mr. Gothard, Mr. Lewis, Ms. Cook, we're all here, so we have a quorum for that. Same motion to approve as prepared.
Make it.
Motion, Mr. Lewis, second, Ms. Cook. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? So those minutes are approved. Third item on the agenda is it states was withdrawn. This was a quasi-judicial hearing, case 3-2015. Paul, what's background on this? Will we see this again?
I'm not sure if we will see it again or not. It was
Okay.
withdrawn for this meeting.
Okay.
So if we do see it again, it'll be re-advertised and property owners will be re-notified.
And what would that take, another 60 days, or?
Right. I don't anticipate it anytime within the next couple of months.
Okay, thank you. Fourth item is consideration of case 1-2015, the land use plan, reformatting and associated text amendments. Staff report?
This is a request again to reformat the zoning resolution and associated miscellaneous text amendments. The case history: the Board of Township Trustees initiated the reformat of the document on February the 19th, 2015. The case was reviewed and approved by Hamilton County Regional Planning Commission on March the 5th with conditions. The reason and the result for reformat, the goals were to create a modern, user-friendly zoning resolution, to address the complicated numbering system and the organization, to reorganize the document to make it user-friendly, and then to include references that have diagrammatic illustrations, and also designed for ease of use on the web that has searchable links. So we're just going to, this was a presentation prepared by our consultant, Ratio Architects. They are the planning consultant that we used to help us do this. And this was a presentation they gave to the trustees. So I'm just going to kind of run through that. It gives a little bit of background about the process. They first took a look at the old or the current zoning resolution. There's a mix of references, everything from Dewey Decimal System to more of a Library of Congress to different styles of numbering. It originally was adopted by the trustees in 1988, but the original format came from Hamilton County, which dates to the late 40s, 1948. So over time, the document has had text amendments, and all the formatting has not been consistent with the original document. So you had certain chapters or certain articles that had one style of formatting. You had an older section that had a different style of formatting, different numbering systems, different section numbers. So again, looking at that, there were a lack of tables and graphics, and it was hard and confusing to use, not only by staff, but by the general public, consultants, and all the above. So we decided on a layout which was a two-column style layout on the page. We looked at having a single column versus two-column versus a three-column, and we decided on a two-column with graphics included at the bottom, but also incorporated throughout the document, and also an easy-to-update numbering system. The new system, when you're using the document online via our website or on your tablet or your mobile device, it will have links, so you can from the table of contents you click on that link for that section or article number, and it will take you directly to that what you're looking for. And in addition, in the glossary or in the, if you're reading a section in a certain article and there's a keyword, you can click on that, and some of those will have links to the definition section, and it'll have cross-references throughout the document. There is a renumbering system for the entire document and just a reorganization of the entire document, and this is the you will have your chapter, your section, your subsection, etc. throughout the entire document. We've added and enhanced tables. This example are the residential zoning districts, so it is easier to understand. You can see all of the residential zoning districts, compare the area, the setbacks, and the lot widths, that sort of thing for the zoning districts, in addition to other tables. We've added graphics, so the text can explain what a front yard setback is or what a side yard, rear yard, and the graphics will also help to demonstrate, what's permitted in the front yard area, where is the front yard setback, what is the right-of-way, is the setback from the street or is it from the right-of-way? And then, again, with the document features, you will have the standard text with graphics. In the definition section, which was previously in the front of the document, it's now located in the rear of the document. It will include enhanced graphics and diagrams in the definitions as well. So when this was reviewed by the Regional Planning Commission, they did have certain comments included in their staff report, which was in your packet. These are the items, and all these items staff agrees with, and they're being addressed. Some of these we identified before it even went to regional planning for review. We just have not received an upgraded or updated document from our consultant. But these are the comments that regional planning pointed out, and again, these are all being addressed. We have no issue with these. Again, talking about a new panhandle diagram. And again, this was a process of just working with our consultant. They, reviewed the document, interpreted it one way, and then, had to get with staff to see how we interpret it, which is always an issue with consultants or residents because it can be confusing and not clear. So it's just going back and forth with our consultant to have them create diagrams that can really explain how we're interpreting a certain section. Again, just talking about a new building height diagram. So those were the bullet points that were in regional plannings. Again, it's something that we're already addressing, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. I guess one more thing, sorry. So what the plan is, based off of your decision tonight, and if there were any other conditions, we will have our consultant prepare one final last draft to be reviewed by the trustees, hopefully in April. So that's when we'll incorporate these comments.
So are we considering then a motion to just forward the application as presented with the feedback from Hamilton County Planning?
Feedback from Hamilton County, and then if you have any feedback tonight.
Good. Anything else, Paul?
That's it.
All right. Questions at this time, Christine?
None.
Paul, just, are you going to own the ongoing maintenance of this document?
Yes,
Okay.
we will. We have the option of continuing our relationship with Ratio, but our contract was really just for this project, and we will maintain it from there. It was created in design, thank you.
Are you confident you have the IP?
We do have a copy of that.
Okay. Great. Is there going to be a link to a map that shows the different zoning?
We discussed that, and currently we're going to leave that as a separate document because there will be a link to the website, I guess, of where the map is housed, but we didn't want to include the actual map in the zoning resolution because the map changes more often
dynamic.
than the standard text. But
Okay.
there will be a link to our website where the map is housed.
Okay. Is there, the only one I had left was, is there going to be a digital repository of, like, our zoning resolutions and the the cases that come before us, other than going to the meeting minutes?
I don't know if I understood your question.
All the cases that we review year after year after year,
Yes.
are they out there in a data repository that someone can go look and see what
Yes.
the commission has agreed to and not agreed to in the past?
Yes, and all of, so we have all of that here in-house. We have the hard copies and the digital.
But is it online? Is it able to be accessed, searchable?
No.
Is there any plans to make that?
I don't know if we've gone that far.
We haven't. We've got just kind of a running list of, in Excel, just every case that's come before, a brief description of the case and the outcome and any conditions. And that's definitely a format that we could explore putting on the website.
I'm just wondering if it was accessible like this is in a digital format the public can go out and look at, other than going to the, I think the meeting minutes are out there, but if they had a sort of a case history.
Is that common across the
Yeah.
practice? No.
You have to forgive me, I have to look to Allison.
Not
because
it's a bad
it starts
idea.
the
It's just,
conversation.
I haven't found anybody that's doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
And one other question that came about, since all of the sections and references will be changing, once this document, if this document is adopted, we will move forward from that point. All old cases will still be referenced,
Sure.
by the adopted resolution at that time. And we have two cases that are in litigation right now. That's still based off of the zoning resolution at that time when that decision was made. So there will be a period of transition, but moving forward, all reference numbers will come out of the new zoning resolution.
No, I like what they've done, so.
Good. Yeah,
Yeah,
questions,
I think particularly the hyperlinks to the different sections is just a huge improvement. The only comment I would have is like on the conditional use chart, and maybe it's just me because I'm getting old, but I find this difficult to, everything else is really good. This just kind of pops to me as not being,
What page is
126, it's conditional use criteria chart. And I understand they're trying to put a lot of information in one place, but I just find the headers at the top to be
Too small.
too small and a little difficult to read.
Too much
Yeah,
information.
too much. And I don't know if there's a way that they could improve on that or not, but no, I thought otherwise it was very well done.
This was one of the charts too, we started from scratch, so we can
Right.
hopefully modify it.
Okay. Jonathan, questions, comments?
No comments.
Okay, last chance. Anybody? Anything further before I get a recommendation?
I would make a motion then that we recommend approval of the revisions and text amendments to the zoning resolution to the Board of Trustees
Incorporating the recommendations of...
of the Hamilton County Regional
Hamilton
Planning
County.
Commission.
Second?
I'll second.
We got a second. Roll call?
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Benson?
Yes.
Mr. Coppers?
Yes.
Mr. Fred?
Yes.
Okay. That's all we have before us tonight.
That's all we have.
Motion to adjourn?
A motion to adjourn?
Second?
Second?
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Or adjourned?